Hello there, and greetings fellow humans. Onward to the joy of finding another car. Of the ones I have here, this Jeep has the least coolness, I think. It's kind of just generic. I want to at least have a Jurassic Park one, so I'm going to use this to act as the throwaway vehicle, basically. Hopefully without hitting any of the ones I've collected so far. Otherwise, I could take the tow truck again, but I need to fix the windshield. Oh, and pressing 3 helps with buckling without going to the menu, the V menu. Fastening the seatbelt that way, or pressing 3 works for that. So, crap, I zoomed out and it froze a little bit. But yeah, there's a pan while driving option that is actually very disconcerting. It does help to see what's ahead of you, but it's also kind of like, eh. So yeah, anyway, onward to the joy of traveling. I set the maximum velocity in the game up to 83 miles per hour now. I had it at 44 for a bit, but yeah, this can really book it now. But yeah, let's get out over to Muldraugh and see about finding another vehicle. I got a cool little APC. I don't even remember the kind, Commando something or whatever. But let's see here. Oh, and shift. While pressing W, you can increase the velocity that the cruise control's on. So let's bring it up to like 55 or so. Yeah, let's just keep it around there. I could probably go faster. Oh, and shift and S to decrease it just a little bit. I think that's having the least glitchiness of traveling. It's not super fast, but at least it's hopefully not going to crash OBS. The open something screen the OBS is the screen recorder is the thing. I've only used open source ones because I don't really have money, and I like the concept of open source things. Not necessarily that it's the source is available to everyone, but like, you know, freeware. Stuff people make that's meant to be shared, that doesn't cost everyone an arm and a leg. Especially not a stupid subscription service type deal. That's just stupid. You know, like, so many things are that way now. Because it's just a way to milk everyone dry, I guess, before we're all starved. But whatever, though. No. We're halfway to Muldraugh almost. So yeah, it can get crazy over there, but I have a shotty with 300 rounds and an 18-something Navy revolver in the game as well here, which is pretty good also for one-shotting. But shotties can one-shot multiple at a time, so I like that, at least when you're dealing with crowds. We're just individual zombies in the video game. The Colt, C-O-L-T, is actually fairly good. But yeah. Anyway, I'll show you that in a moment. I'm going to crank up the speed here a little bit, hopefully without running into anything, because it is a pain. Like a couple times now, I've slowly gone through the highway and picked off as many zombies as I could, so that hopefully they won't be there when I bring the vehicles back. So I can just book it right back rather than have to be as slow on the return trip. But yeah, anytime I see them, I stop and well, deal with them. Pretty much. In a video game, this is a video game, and the things I'm dealing with are zombies, which are not possible except for like, you know, like rabies or something, right? There was an episode of Sea Patrol called I forget what it's called actually, but one of the captains of the fishing vessel they were after had a dog that had rabies, and the guy got it too. Not quite zombie level, but probably realistic-ish. Not like the quarantine movies. Oh crap, or recording ones in Spanish particularly. So there's an ambulance. Oh yeah, and oh crap, we are, yep, this is definitely not the return trip vehicle. Extra crunchy. And yeah, I have collision damage off because I stink. So yep, you can always do whatever you want. It's a video game. If you're not having fun, it's not a game. That's my opinion anyway, and I'm sticking with it. So yeah, let's randomly travel through this. I do have one that I have set up to go one of the Halo video, not Halo videos, Halo vehicles. There's only like a few Halo videos, aren't there? Like, I think my favorite one was Nightfall, where they're on the ring section and the worm things from the hunters are acting like something from Outpost 31. You know, the thing. But yeah. Done a fair bit of cleanup here, although not like cleaning, just clearing, you know, dealing with zombies. A little bit anyway. Could always stop by the police department and pick up some more freedom seeds and stuff. Wow, it is slowly glitch loading, so that we might be having some fun. I think I'll switch to the revolver, the number 4 here, which is 1851 Navy Colt 357 Magnum. Although, yep, sorry there, but goodbye. And reloading. So, I like that about the wheel guns in the video game here. It's that you reload immediately rather than have to change out a magazine. There's another subway vehicle, which is from the Subway Incident mod. So, let's be careful here. E to open that, and oh yep, we have a friend right now. And of course, the loudness of this will bring them lower over here, but still, a lot of this stuff is going to be rotten, but we can still eat some chips that never rot because they're covered in stuff probably. But yeah, gotta be careful, there could be stuff sneaking up along the side. Yeah, lovely rotten stuff everywhere. Everything smells like putrescine. Yay for wearing a gas mask. It's for the gas. Yeah. Anyway, there was a Doctor Who episode was like, what's that? It's a gas mask. What for? The gas. What gas? This gas. And then the intercom thing sprouts like dispensers of gas in the show, a fictional show. Doctor Who, back in the early 2000s. But anyway, and yes, I am over clarifying those things just in case anyone wants to take what I say and be jerks about it, as so many have done to me. Like, not so much online per se. Like, most of the time when people do that kind of crap, they just unfriend me immediately. Like, if it's on Facebook and they decide to say I mean something I don't, and then they're just abandoning me right there and anyway, so that's always fun. Sorry there. Yeet. One less zombie. I think there's... Let's see here, I might not have tools with me. Yep, there's another zombie in there. Let's make sure there's no one behind me. Ah! Yep. They heard the noise and they're like, ah, I'm your friend now. Yeah, maybe this isn't the brightest idea. Let's not get into close quarters combat with these things. Anyway, but yeah, there's an armory in there where we could get some more freedom seeds if we wanted to. This is supposed to be a run for looking for a better vehicle, though, not just random looting. So yeah, this is my trying to show how I find other vehicles and bring them back. And yeah, you could always get the hot wiring thing rather than have a setting where you can just find things in the glove box. But yeah, whatever though. Okay, yep, they're all over this place. You know, I don't really care to be overly careful with this. And we do have a shoddy with plenty of freedom seeds. So, guess who's gonna get them? You guys. All over the place. Reload. And hello. Get a couple at least. Make sure no one's sneaking up behind me. Reload. Come on. Come on. Come on, there should be at least 2 here. The spread is lame. Oh well, switching to the single target one then, since I can't seem to get multiple with the shotty yet. This is a good clump. So back to the shotty. Come on, maximize the brightness of the green. There we go. Let's reload. Okay, and both y'all, sorry, yeet. Alrighty. Anyone else want to bother me? There's that classic vehicle. I don't really care for classic vehicles as much. I like more useful ones. Wow, that missed with it on green both times. What the heck? This should be better than yeet. I do need to figure out how to use the silencer mod thing. I have one for the improvised silencers in the video game on, but yeah, I don't really care though. If I don't find a better vehicle, I'll keep this one. I'd rather get like the Jurassic Park Jeep or something though. This is like cool-ish, but yeah. I like the movie reference types ones. Or no, that's not the A-Team van. If we find an A-Team van, I'm taking the A-Team van. Oh look, there's Green's Grocers. Wonderful. And there's some more friends along that fence that's just barely visible with how the transparency thing happens. Here's where I got doomed while trying to help Dr. Madison park, because they parked without telling me, and I got swarmed in the vehicle. It's like, yeah, please give me some warning. And we glitch loaded, so that's fun. Oh, so this is what's over here. Haven't seen this before. Andre. Who the heck's Andre? Okay, just lots of random anarchy stuff. Yeah, it's anarchy here. Yeah, it is glitch loading. So, I switched it down to 3.5 gigs for the game's allocated memory usage. Wow, there's a lot of Subway fans. Someone must really love Subway here. Even in Pizza World, someone ordered Subway. Freaking Subway. Alright, you guys. Freedom seeds for everybody. No one behind me. And, okay. Come on, more than just one. Oh, come on. There. 3. There should have been 3 of them. Switch to this. Alright, reloading. And get the shotty reloaded. I like this Spass 12. Robert Muldoon had a good one. It's just he should have fired it rather than talk to the Velociraptor. That's like, yeah, clever girl. Yeah, you're not being a clever boy. What the heck, dude? Chill out with not doing action when you need to. Well, he learned that lesson ultimately, but not very useful in a manner, though. It's just like, ah, my face. Yeah. Yeet, yeet. There's their faces. Extra ventilated. Alright, so there's that. Just a few less in Muldraugh at least now. So less to worry about until they respawn or regenerate, whatever it is. Yeah, another one. Stop existing. Stop existing. There we go. Just one thing after another. -1. -1, as Red Corsair would say in Star Wolves. Was he in Star Wolves 2? I don't remember. I barely played Star Wolves 2. I like the olive green color there of that one there. We could try using a machete. Sorry here. Excuse me. Hey, zombie lady. Would you like to know what machete tastes like? It tastes like this. Not very fun, right? I know. Oh well. Let's switch back to the revolver just in case. Just in case. Yeah, yeah, for a vanilla vehicle, I like that one. That olive green is my favorite. I don't use that as a security question though for anyone that's like, oh, I know something about you. You might use it in a way that's stupid because it's supposed to all be actual answers rather than passwords. What the heck? Oh yeah, I need to increase their settings a little bit. Not too much because it's annoying when it's impossible. Like, you know, after a point you are just feeding zombies rather than making a game that's enjoyable for those that would bother sitting through a loading screen to play with you. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever though. No. So we have this one at least. I'd want to find something cooler to me. If you like this kind of car, what is this car? Let's see. Glove box. What would it be called? Vehicle name 69 Camaro. Okay, so it's a 69 Camaro. Maybe if I liked shows from around like Duke of Hazzard or Charlie's Angels or something like that, probably I don't know. I haven't really watched those shows that much. I like things set in space or science fiction more than just random. I mean, I don't know. Some of them are okay, I'm sure. I just don't know. Yeah, need to aim better. Yeah, let's switch to the shoddy. Wow, all four of them. Just a second. 3, 2, 1. And make sure we're not getting stepped up on. Switching back to the revolver. But I like this 357. I like the numbers 3, 5, and 7. Yeah, alternating odd, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we have the joy of a pathway. Anything? Oh yeah, that stupid thing there. And only one generic MIB looking car. It's not even the MIB car, it just looks similar to one. Like, okay, if I take this car back, maybe putting a U-Haul on it would be funny. Yeah, let's put a U-Haul on it for the heck of it. Come on. See if any, this thing does. It has a bit of get up and go, that's for sure. My stepdad told me about, like, back in his day, everyone often bragged about how little mileage their cars got before the gas prices went sky high and everyone started having to care about that. But I suppose when it's like pennies on the gallon or some crap, or I don't know how much it was. Like, he was born in 1955 or so it wasn't as perfect as possible, but pretty darn close. Wrong way again. Okay, yes, let's avoid the trees, and yeah. Yep, this is the best car to drag cargo with, right? Cargo room. That is for sure. And there's another zombie of doom. The pressing 3. Alright, well, I'm gonna put this one up top as the cue to get out of here type thing. I have like the intersection where there's like, if I find some vehicles I'm iffy about, I'll put them at the corner here to bring them back later. Like that one there, the Halo one I've put there, and the subway van. So I think I'll do the same for this one. Like just putting it here maybe. Oh, and yeah, need to turn off the engine of course, because it's stupid to leave it running, even though, I mean, you just have to get more gas for it if it did run out. But still. There's a Volkswagen. I don't really care about Volkswagens. But I got all the mods for vans because my brother-in-law wanted, not the one that's like my sister Ruth Ann's husband, but the other one. But yeah. And not like my ex-wife Jackie's brother. That guy was a jerk. I don't care that he's gone. I miss my ex-wife sometimes, but I don't miss that guy. Just another control freak in my life. But whatever, though. Like, so onward to the joy of finding another vehicle. See what we can see. It's nearly 6 p.m. I'm not too thrilled about the idea of trying to sleep in Muldraugh, so I might try to do some night driving instead, looking around, finding anything better, and pressing 3 again. There's the raccoon food place, Spiffos, for garbage for everybody. And there's a lovely drive-through zone with some black smears of exhaust fumes or tar or something there where everyone sat to wait for their garbage food. There's a Knox distillery van for some reason. I mean, it randomly spawns. A Zippy Mart. I could get some food there. Oh, do I have food with me? I think I might have left it. No, I have food with me. Oh, I have friends. Awesome. Let's not get them here. Sure, they have plenty of diseases I don't want. Especially the one main one in the game. But, yeah, otherwise, still also no. So, yay, granola. Whoop-de-doo. Extra crunchy. And this looks lovely as well. Nice that we can just phase right through those orange cones of doom. Well, yep. And here's more joy over here with the trailer. I don't want to take the broken down taxi with me back. It's vanilla for one, and it's broken also. Yeah, interesting. There's a whole bunch of nothing over there that I can see so far anyway. Yeah. Lots of chaos happened here. I might add to it a little bit more, but hopefully subtracting some of the zeds helps a little bit. Like, okay, yeah, this is the most perfect spot to get out and start walking. Maybe I shouldn't have, but yeah. Okay. Hello. Switching to shoddy. And how do you do? Is that a satchel or a purse? Any friends? How's it going here? Oh, you're clumped up nicely. Excuse me while I help you with some ventilation. Alright, so more on the ground, yay. You're walking. There was the show called Space Above and Beyond, where they actually mentioned the name walkers. But they were just joking about, like, they'd never take the name of an enemy as walkers seriously. It's like, well, depends how it's associated, kind of thing. The Walking Dead, etc. Which I like the slow zombie theme where the zombies are just stupid mostly, rather than fast zombies where they're stronger and smart and all that sort of stuff. It's like, it's certainly interesting to play with ideas, although the most probable to me is slow, dumb zombies, because say if you even do manage to reanimate something, you're going to have at least all the injuries and whatever else from the body that it's from, and all that stuff. But yeah, okay, hello, and dang it, come on, okay. I press R again and it undoes it or something, or stops it. Alright. Fewer zombies. More better. And let's see here. There's another one. You know, with the Speed Demon perk, you can do the whipping maneuver way faster, even with crappy vehicles like the taxi. But, yeah. And they're gonna get right back up because it's like probably a low vehicle, whatever. Eat. Wasted time. That's what I do with my life, I guess. Instead of benefiting all the societies so much as everyone demands. Ooh, oh, yay, more society. Let's doom it. Alrighty. Hello. Goodbye. Well, so much for that party. The bodies hit the floor. And we still have 8 in the chamber and 309 otherwise. So, yep. See anything good here? There's a trailer that's large anyway. I might want to take that one on. There's a bobtail truck. It's kind of cool. Let's see if I can hitch the bobtail truck with the other one. Let's see though. First, the doomification of these things. Maybe not being by the trees would be a good idea. Because they're in the trees, man. They're in the trees. Hello. Any more friends? We need some more doom. Alright. And let's do a little bit more look around. It is kind of a generic bobtail. Like, what is even on it? Can't even read it really. It's too blurry. And I'm wearing glasses, so it's not blurry like vision blurry, it's like blurry as in pixelated blurry. Yep. Alright, and here's just random mud or some crap. And another subway van. That subway incident sure spawns a ton of them. Yep, there's all this place. And the 3. Alright, I don't know. Still no... There's... we should have the A-team van already somewhere. I mean, the things that spawn the most seem to be the Ecto-1 and those subway incident things. Come on, and let's see, the condition is 88. So let's see, can this attach to that? And I didn't even check the condition of that. It looks kind of ratty, but yeah, it's high volume. We can at least use it as a storage container. One friend I have, and I helped its condition even further. They have claustrophobia as one of their traits, so they can't be out inside places very much. So let's see here. Let's do a look around, running around just to check. Oh, there's another U-Haul there. That one looks lower volume. I think it is lower volume anyway. Looks like we're in the clear for the moment. And we can attach it. Awesome. Yay. Let's get this one. Let's just bring it back now before I change my mind and end up going all over this entire state of Kentucky in the video game here. And let's see, can we turn around? Yeah. This is the difficulty with these trailers. And there we go, crunching again. I would not be good with this, and I am obviously not good with it in the video game either. I think I left the volume on, the engine on the taxi, but it's just another thing in this life that doesn't really matter. Oh, the joy. Alright, let's get out of this place. 'Tis a silly place. And we could just go directly on the road here. Yep, the loudness has begun again. Yay. But now we have more cargo capacity at least. Ah, another group that needs some free doom. As I say, free doom for everybody. Who wants their freedom seeds? Come on, you guys, I do need to increase their sensitivity. But, I don't know. They can be sneaky. Inadvertently, however. But, yeah. Few less zombies to worry about later. And pressing 3 again. And let's try to not accidentally press the wrong key while moving. Ah, the joy. You guys need to be on the floor. Why do you guys keep doing that? There you go. Now we won't get the stains on the vehicle, which is really what matters, right? Their souls are free, wild and free, extra crunchy bodies though. Ooh, and pressing 3 for that. Oh, come on, so many friends. Ah, come on. Really? There's a chicken? I'm being a chicken, aren't I? Alright. There we go. One thing after another. What the heck? You're still awake? Alright there, lady. Here. Go crazy. Just light it all up. Alright. One thing after another, though. Come on. Getting the angle right to get back in the door is a joy sometimes. Let's pause and take a little bit of food, like some flunkies. Why not? These things actually decrease unhappiness by 10% or something, so that's always nice. But yep, onward to the joy of traveling back, and it's already getting dark, so F turns on the lights. Dude, I need to get the tow truck in here and clear this crap out. Actually, these things can be moved. I think these are in good enough condition to move without using the tow truck. Let's see though, do we have friends along the way though? Gotta bring the doom for the friends along the way. And let's see here, condition 25, good enough. And turn off the engine just in case I might need the gas later. Plenty of food in there that's making lots of putrescine. Yay for gas mask though. Everything would smell like putrescine in this universe. And this one has 20% engine condition of doom. Off with the engine. Alright, there we go. Now back to this again. Hopefully no friends have entered the place and act like the Dilophosaur for Dennis Nedry. I do need to find one of those Jurassic Park Jeeps, so I thought I installed the mod, but I don't know how that works out. The joy. I'm traveling in the middle because it's safer to have a way to dodge each way, and I'm not putting cruise control on just in case I need to slow down suddenly. So let's see here. Hopefully the screen recorder is actually still running and it doesn't have a difficulty exiting out, because sometimes it'll do that, although I think keeping the game's allocated memory down to 3.5 gig out of 8 for this laptop, hopefully will work better. Oh my word. Yeah, let's do this. And there was something over here too. Let's turn the walking lantern on. There's only one zombie, but the sound might attract him, of course. Hey dude, you wanted some free doom? There you go, your soul's free. Fly away, fly. All that stuff, whatever. I'm sure that could sound really stupid, but I specialize in being stupid, don't I? Can't get anything done right. Oh well. Onward to the joy of trying to move this. And will it start the game? Yep. And this one won't move without a thing. Okay, whatever. The joy, whatever. Let's go. And pressing 3 before the beeping starts. And we're getting some glitch loading, which might indicate zombies nearby, or just a lot of other things loading generally. But yeah. Oh, here's some friends. And let's just go back. I reduced the amount of zombies here for later anyway. And they'll respawn after a point regardless, so yeah. It's futility, but I don't know. More practice of aiming and firing, the more accuracy later. So yay for that at least. I should be getting leveled up on that soon-ish, right? Pressing H for health. Trying to not crash while I do this, but yeah, let's see here. Aiming, where's aiming? Okay, aiming, I'm at level 7 presently. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit, I guess. Probably increases in exponential chunks or something like that, I'd suppose. It's like, what was it? There was a meme for, I don't know if it was WoW, World of Warcraft, or some other game, where there's a t-shirt that says the difference between like 91 and 92 is the same as something else, or all the levels before it, or something along those lines, just because of like the way it increments, like compound interest or some other thing. Okay. Yep. Let's see if we can move this crap. And that one is able to be entered at least. W to start. It's like you get into a flow state and then have to exit it rapidly enough because of crap in the road. That's how accidents happen. Just one moment you space out and then the next extra crunchy. Everything's always extra crunchy in some way or another. Ah, crap, I forgot to turn off the gas. There we go. Hiding in the car works. I can always sleep in one of these vehicles. That'd be brilliant. Alright, let's run back to the other vehicle, make as much noise sprinting as possible. Because that would be a great choice normally if you're trying to be sneaky. Not. Oh well. I'm more the type of, I don't care to be silent. I'd rather just bring doom. Free doom for everybody. Going loud. Like this medical vehicle, it seems to have lost its patience. Here. Now you guys can go to the morgue. And what are you doing there? You're just standing. Yeah, I need to increase their sensitivity to hearing, so they'll all come running rather than just stand there. To some extent, it is good to have like higher stat zombies, but not like when you're having sprinters constantly and all the other crap where they're nearly invincible. There should be like a balance rather than just here's a good story type thing, you know, where it's impossible and you're winning against the odds. It's like, yeah, how about I just want to have fun in this case and not be just feeding zombies. Because if it's just a zombie feeding simulator, it's not that fun to me. I'm sure it's fun for those that enjoy the pain of others, but not for me though. Yeah, it's like, no. And shift, you can turn on the cruise control and hope that we don't hit anything. This is where it's easy to just, if you have the pan while driving on, you can see a little bit better. In fact, I think I will do that. It is a little dangerous to stop since the game doesn't stop for this, so let's see here. Pan while driving, is it in this one? Pan camera while driving, apply. Accept, resume, and it's gonna start showing forward a little bit more so we can see what's ahead of us, although the map in the way is a pain. Even though it is a useful thing, I do remember the way back to Rosewood regardless, so this is gonna be helpful to see the zombies in front of us a little bit better, I think. So I'm not going to be just having the, you know how you can calculate the intervals by like seeing how long it takes the lines to disappear, 1,000, etc. And there's some type of distance that they're always going to be at, so you can calculate the actual speed based on that as well. But yeah, the shorter the reaction time, the more probable the incident of doom, or at least maintenance later once I get maintenance skilled up at some point. But you're going to have a lot of vehicles to work with, either for tearing apart or for storage, having individual storage spaces for everything rather than having to construct crates and all that sort of fun stuff. Although I do like the metal crates Dr. Madness built. Those are actually fairly neat. But yeah, it is just, there's a whole bunch to learn in this game, and when you're stuck on feeding zombies, it's difficult to learn anything. So yeah, good to have a secure base, although I'll need to figure out metalworking if I'm gonna like fence it all in and install the mods where like the metal fences aren't breakable, because zombies will go after anything constructed, basically, I've heard. So you gotta make sure it's invincible, and that's cheating too, right? No, it's modding. But whatever though. No. So yep. Here we are on the road again. I don't remember how to put that. Oh, there's that substation or relay, whatever it is, and there's the city's entrance. This is Rosewood here, so turning now. Chip cheerio. Driving on the left-hand side of the road for the moment, because why not? Or driving in the middle. Oh my word, that is a little fast here. Gotta be careful not to go too crazy. The speed demon perk, or trait, is a little bit dangerous at times. And I will be changing back the panwall driving, because it is a little bit much for me. It is useful for making sure like you're actually getting a view of the road ahead, but the way the vehicle sort of almost disappears in the background is a little bit like, I want to see where it's at, you know? And we're almost there. Lemon on a pear. Here we are with the metal fence of the fire department of Doom, and there's the tow truck of Doom. Yeah. You know what, I think I'll just turn this here and start a new lot. So this will be it. Pretty much. And I still didn't get a small vehicle to go. Oh, I need to turn the lights off on that so the battery doesn't go away. Should have an auto off feature, but we can just do that. Alright, so it's 10:30 p.m. Gonna call it a day here, pretty much. But yeah. Have to scout around and find what's cool, bring it back. That's at least my goal in the game. Because why not? Having cool vehicles would be so nice. This is what we have. All for a 5-finger discount. And I like this APC here. I found that last time. But, yeah. This one is neat. See if we can bring it in the light a little bit. It's difficult to see without proper lighting, but it's pretty much like a tank. I wish I could have found more of this, but yeah, I'd like to find an actual tank in the game at some point. Don't crunch that, please. Oh well, onward to the joy of maybe putting this back somewhere else. Yeah, this works. Okay. And turn that off. Ah well. Game over, man. Game over. Take care, everyone, and try to not go crazy.